He's so gutsy. We put ourselves in a really tough hole being down so early. But he's so gutsy. He's so tough. He's such a winner. And as I told them in there, and even when we pulled him off, he's saying, let's go back in, go back in. You're not going back in, man. I mean, I looked right at it, and there's no way I'm going to send that kid back on the field. So, again, he's tough. He's so smart. He's such a winner. He rallies everybody. He gives everybody such belief. And as bad as we played, we still had an opportunity in the last 2 minutes to go win that football game against a really good football team. But it just wasn't good enough. We didn't start fast enough.
PJ, you said he was kind of woozy. Is he in concussion protocol, or what's the...
Well, he better be. I mean, I'm not the doctor, I'm not the trainer, but I would assume so.
PJ, what went behind the decision at the end of the first half to take the points instead of going for it?
Well, I felt like at the time, if we didn't get the touch, there's 4 seconds left. Right? If we throw an incompletion, we get a sack, because things necessarily weren't going great for us. But if we could kick the field goal, now we can make it a 2-possession game. If we go for it and we don't get it, now we're down 17, 3-possession game. Going into halftime with the ball coming into the second half, I felt like my message could be way different if we just get the points. And we almost missed the points. Hit the upright, went in. So that's my thinking behind it, was the message at halftime being down 20-6 rather than 20-3, 3 possessions instead of 2, getting the ball back. And I felt like that was it was going to be a no-brainer. They were going to stack the box. We were going to have to be able to throw it, which was fine. But I felt like we just needed something going into the locker room.
PJ, what are the biggest things your team takes away from just this experience, being in this environment, rivalry game, with everything that was at stake?
It was a huge game. It was a huge game. We played in huge games in the last 2 weeks. It's the Big Ten. Anything can happen any single week. It's hard to go undefeated in the Big Ten. I think is there only one left?
Yes.
In the Big Ten. There's one undefeated team in the Big Ten left. It's so difficult. The parity is getting so much closer. But this is why you play in the Big Ten. This is why you coach in the Big Ten for games like this. Not every game you're going to score 40 points and the other team's going to score 10, and vice versa. It's going to be very close. And everything that happens in a big-time game like this are just the smallest little things. What we learned was we can beat ourselves in big-time games, but also get beat at the same time. And we're 0-1 in the Iowa season. That's literally my message. It's one game that we lost by 4 points, right, to a very good Iowa team in a rivalry game. It does not take away from the 9 things they've accomplished before this, or the 45 other nevers or restored moments or 1904. It takes away none of that. All it does is make us not undefeated anymore, which, yes, is disappointing. Everybody wants to be undefeated, right? My son's baseball team wants to be undefeated. Our girls' gymnastics want to be undefeated. They don't even compete. They want to be undefeated. Everybody wants to be undefeated. But it's 0-1 in the Iowa season. We are going to do everything we did leading up to this game when we won. Right? So it's going to hurt tonight. We're going to wake up in the morning. Right? And we are going to be able to change our best, get in that team room, watch the things we have to get better at, talk about the things we do well, talk about the things we didn't do well, put our leather vests on, go back in the meeting rooms and critique and get better. One thing I love about this team is they respond perfectly. They respond like champions. And now we have to find a way to be 1-0 in the Northwestern season. And that is the most important thing now. Learn from this, put our oar back in the water, and row. But you got to give Iowa a lot of credit. Really good football team. Played well tonight.
PJ, with only one timeout, did you feel like you needed to roll dice?